Ballet is one of the oldest codified forms of dance and has shaped Western choreography, inspiring works like Swan Lake, Giselle, and the Nutcracker. It provides the foundation for many styles and has the ability to tell stories without words. Yet what should be a beautiful form of expression has also become harmful, fueling mental health struggles with body image. Ballet is and always will be a powerful performing art form, but it should never come at the expense of a human being's self-worth. In the 20th century, American ballet shifted from embracing fuller figures to idolizing thin, lean bodies. Today, dancers are still expected to be long-limbed, hyper-flexible, and genetically suited to a narrow mold. The pressure is intense. In fact, 82.6% of professional ballet dancers report experiencing an eating disorder. These expectations shape behavior that becomes routine that erodes self-worth. And I know this firsthand. At 15, one critique planted insecurities that stayed with me, even to this day. Ballet was my world for 13 years, yet every role, from Snow Queen in the Nutcracker to Dr. Coppelius in Coppelia, came with the internal pressure to conform. Sizeism remains embedded in ballet companies, damaging dancers' mental health, careers, and confidence. Many young dancers self-regulate diets without guidance, risking dangerous outcomes. Research shows ballet dancers score higher in fear of negative evaluation and body dissatisfaction, intensifying the toll of size-based expectations. They experience anxiety and depression, and disordered eating, and low self-esteem. And prolonged pressure to conform only deepens this, often leading to body dysmorphic disorder, where dancers obsess over perceived flaws that may not even exist. The toll is undeniable. In response, Gen Z dancers are pushing for body diversity, mental health support, and transparent casting. To meet these challenges, I propose 3 solutions: mirror-free classes to shift focus from appearance to artistry, on-site dietitians to normalize healthy eating, and studio environment audits to hold institutions accountable. Mirror-free spaces, responsible for about 10% of weekly classes, give dancers a chance to step away from their reflection and reconnect with the feeling of movement. Mirror-free movement magnifies musicality. Mirrors can be useful for alignment, but they also encourage constant self-monitoring, comparisons, and the harmful belief that artistry is tied to appearance. In mirror-free classes, dancers would rely on sensory feedback instead, where teachers use verbal imagery, gentle touch for alignment, and fuller demonstrations to guide technique. Peer feedback would also play a role, with dancers encouraging and correcting one another in ways that build back trust and collaboration. This shift helps dancers listen to their bodies, not just watch them, and reduces the urge to self-correct before the teacher even speaks. Over time, it creates a studio environment where artistry is measured by sensation, not reflection. A space of healing ballet must become. On-site dietitians would bring health into the rhythm of studio life. Each dancer would have weekly check-ins where professionals catch early signs of disordered eating and provide personalized guidance based on age, body type, and performance goals. Dietitians would also lead short group talks before class, covering topics like hydration, pre-class snacks, and recovery meals. Using visual aids and examples from professional dancers, they'd normalize nutrition as part of the artistry. Dancers would keep journals with prompts like, "What food helped me feel strong today?" Or, "How did I honor my hunger?" Additionally, parents would receive wellness packets with sample meal plans and signs of disordered eating. This transparency ensures families and studios work together to protect dancers. With routine check-ins, food stops being a source of anxiety and becomes a source of strength. Ballet should shape dancers, not dancers shape themselves to ballet. Studio environment audits would hold institutions accountable. At the end of each semester, an external inclusion specialist would gather anonymous feedback, review policies, and observe classes. Surveys would ask about inclusivity, body image messaging, and casting transparency, while confidential discussions give dancers space to relate on their experiences. The specialist would then review casting sheets, dress codes, and classroom dynamics, identifying patterns of bias or exclusion. Finally, they deliver a written report with clear, time-bound recommendations for change. To ensure progress, studios would form accountability boards made up of dancers, faculty, and alumni, meeting each semester to track improvements and influence hiring decisions. Anonymous feedback ensures honesty, and with sustained evaluation, studios move away from harmful traditions to new ones that prioritize inclusivity and emotional health. Some argue mirrors are essential, or that dancers already have healthy body esteem. This could be due to research suggesting that ballet dancers scored closely in body and fitness esteem to other dance styles, but similar scores don't mean healthy scores. Others worry dietitians reinforce these stereotypes, yet these professionals prevent harm before it starts. These solutions are proactive, long-term changes that make ballet safer and more inclusive. It's time for ballet to move from acknowledgement to transformation. Its beauty lies not just in technique, but in the humanity of those who perform it. Parents, mentors, and even audiences, you play a role too. Demand accountability, celebrate individuality, and resist equating uniformity with success. By choosing unity over uniformity, ballet can evolve into a space where dancers feel seen and valued. The future of ballet depends on our collective effort to protect the next generation, and to create a culture that celebrates individuality, nurtures mental health, and empowers every dancer.